When you go onto the internet and you type in antennasearch.com, ANTENNA, antennasearch.com, or even towergenie.com, TOWERGENIE.com, you will be able to get a radius map of the psychotronic weaponized systems that have been deployed in the neighborhood in your city. This is a mass deployment of frequency.
Okay, again, that website is what?
towergenie.com or antennasearch.com. I might have
okay, we got to go to this break. We'll be back.
Oh, yes.
Remember, you can get the TV at Tavares today, oh my goodness. I mean, non-stop information. That's why we want you to get a CD of this program. It's only $5, and you can have all of Deborah Tavares this hour today. And we also have previous programs that she's done because she is so well documented. You can get it at the Power Mall. Call us at 877-817-9829, 877-817-9829, or go to thepowermall.com. All right, Deborah, go ahead, please. I don't want to stop you because you have got so much stuff, good stuff for us today. And where's Deborah? Do we have Deborah on the line? Wow. Ooh, okay. I can imagine why anybody would cut her off. Okay, there you go. Go ahead, Deborah, please.
Okay, yes. I was talking about brain entrainment and psychotronic weaponized warfare. And in order to explain this better, you can go to stopthecrime.net. Again, go to the quick link. Go over to the hot show topics and watch a YouTube video we have posted there. It's called Wires in the Brain. This is by Rodolfo Linus. That's RODOLFOLLINAS. Rodolfo Linus. Understand, he's a scientist. He was brought over from Bogota, Colombia to New York University, and he has been interfacing nano wires in the brain. And you can watch the video. The military became extremely interested in this project, and now this is what has happened. It has been weaponized against the global population. Another extremely important document we have posted, because I'm looking at the time. I'm not going to have time to go through everything I would like today, Joyce, but I would encourage everyone to go to Satellite Vision 2020 and understand the satellite Star Wars system is fully weaponized. They're talking about the ways in which they use, for example, uranium rods that they can send to Earth at 7,200 miles an hour. It can target any underground location and pinpoint targets anywhere. That's only one of the many ways that the war games are being played upon this planet. I can't underscore the importance of the Iron Mountain report. The Iron Mountain report talks about what many of these policies that now we're being confronted with to reduce our greenhouse gas emissions, reduce your carbon footprint. This is all science fraud. This is corporate profiteering off of lies. Every single thing at this point is reversed. It's all doublespeak. We hear non-lethal, then it's double. We hear the lies now becoming truth. We know that our children are now being taught in school under the new Common Core curriculum and even prior. And science are learning that global warming is a fact. It is a falsified corporate lie. And so I've got to just quickly refer everyone again to watch Who's Running America and the Climate Action Plan. Again, it's a YouTube that we have up on our site. We talk about the Climate Action Plan. This is a revenue building policy. Very soon you are going to have energy audit inspector teams have been caused by the activities of these groups. and their use of so-called non-lethal weapons on men, women, and even children. I am asking you to play a role in helping these victims and also stopping the massive movement in the use of RFID chip technologies. Well, it's important now. This letter was written in 2007. They no longer need RFID chip technologies to be placed in people that are unaware of surgical procedures and the placement of chips. Now, of course, it's through chemtrails, and you'll understand that chemtrails do now use in their aerosol spraying program nanofibers, and this is nano brain entrainment. This is synthetic growth of wiring in our bodies. You can go to another link on stopthecrime.net. It sounds macabre. It is. It's entitled No More Humans. And understand, this is an attempt by those in power with the physics and science and the money to reduce the global population. We are under what they call a transhumanism agenda, a replacement program. We are free thinkers. We're too kind, they believe. They can't trust us because at any time we could change our minds. Machinery and robots do not change their minds. They're directed. This is what we face. This is real, and this is happening. I'm going to read another partial letter from former Senator John Glenn. It was a congressional record, Senate Report 645, again, a free download from stopthecrime.net under radio show Hot Topics. Senator Glenn said, I raised today to introduce Human Research Subject Protection Act of 1997. I send the bill to the desk. Mr. Glenn says, if I approached any senator here and I told you, and you did not know, that the last time you or your family went to the doctor or went to the hospital, your wife, your husband, your daughter, or your son became the subject of a medical experiment that they were not even told about. They were given medicine. They were given pills. They were given radiation. They were given something they were not told about. This would even, and they were not informed about, and yet they are under the same experimental research that might possibly do harm. Maybe it will do some good, or maybe it will harm them. But they did not know about it. People would laugh at all of this, and they'd say, this is ridiculous. This cannot possibly happen in this country. Yet this is the very situation. He goes on to say, I have been in public life and have served this country for many years. Frankly, I do not think too many things that I see now surprise me anymore about our laws, about our government. Now, what's important is for you to understand what is the reality, and I'm saying this to you right now. Go to Senate Report 93549. When you don't understand the laws in the government, that is because we do not have a government. It is a de facto government. So he goes on. 3 years ago, I began to learn about a gap in our legal system that truly concerns me. In 1993, the Government Affairs Committee began to investigate the Cold War radiation experiments. These experiments are one of the unfortunate legacies of the Cold War. When the government sponsored experiments involving radiation on our own citizens without their consent, they did not even know the experiments were being run on them. It was without their consent. One of the most infamous of these experiments took place in my own state, he tells us, in Ohio, where scores of patients of the University of Cincinnati were subjected to large doses of radiation during experimental treatments without their consent, without their informed consent. And during the course of this investigation, I began to ask the question, what protections are in place to prevent this? And of course, he found that there were none. So again, I can only tell you, we are facing an enormous assault upon humanity. We literally are at near extinction rates if this continues, and we do not understand what has happened. You can download this book on stopthecrime.net under, again, Hot Show Radio Topics, Were We Controlled by Lincoln Lawrence. Were We Controlled by Lincoln Lawrence. I would refer you to pages 25 to 32. You can just read it on our website. Extremely important to understand what the Aquarius Operations Briefing has told us. They have a plan and have already used chemicals to pt2.online.net.
Bye.
You must understand.
It's 50 after the hour. We'll be back with General Tavares.